I wanted to talk about this because it's kind of old. I'm not reviewing this whole show. I'm not doing that. I told you I'm not doing it.
Okay.
But there was a couple weeks ago they had WWE Super Showdown at Saudi Arabia. And with that being said, they had a match, main event, Goldberg versus The Undertaker. In 1999, I'm with that match. In 2019, I'm not.
No.
And you know what? I was looking at the internet. I looked at Matt Riddle of how he just clowns the fuck out of Goldberg. And I want to, because I am a fan of both guys. And I wanted to bring this up because I was like, I do not like how, first of all, before I get into it, what y'all guys think of the match?
Sucked. I was not a fan of the match, but allow me to give respect's due. I understand what both of these men contributed to the business. As you guys know, I'm not really a Goldberg fan, but I definitely am not going to doubt his contributions to the business. I'm not going to doubt how on paper, how large of a match this seems. I understand all that. Right. The fact that these two men came out of retirement to say, you know what, let's try to do it one more time, I get it. I understand that. I can hear that all out and clear, and I can respect that for doing it. When they hit that ring, and it to beat on a drum that's probably been beaten on it too many times, you got to know when to hold them, you got to know when to fold them. Yes. When looking at that match, and it's like, and let's be real, the beginning of the match gave you what you expected. A slow place build with certain moves between two titans. The spear out the gate and all that. You like, oh, wait a minute. But then Goldberg hit his head and everything went south.
Now, here's the thing.
And it went south hard.
Matt Riddle, calls Goldberg the worst wrestler ever. Right? Now, I am a fan of Goldberg. I'm a huge fan of Goldberg. I wanted to bring this up because I did not like the criticism that Goldberg was getting. And I'm like, I hate every time that there's a Goldberg match or he's called to do something, they blame Goldberg. Goldberg knows that he's not the best wrestler. Bret Hart already forgave Goldberg for what happened with the super kick. I'm tired of everybody saying Goldberg only got 2 moves. Like, Goldberg got more moves. He don't know how to string them together. He's not a great professional wrestler in that sense. But I'm not going to sit here and act like Undertaker should have been hung that hat up a long time ago.
Absolutely. Both of them should have not did that match. But let me be real. You put that much money in front of my face, I'd have did it too.
It ain't. True. I'm not even mad at them doing the match. I'm not mad at them doing the match. Because of what Lloyd they was trying to do, they had a good mapped out match, but Goldberg got a concussion. But here's the thing: when you see Goldberg look great for 50-something years old, I'm still mad at the Undertaker because see, look, Goldberg hits his head, right? He gets a concussion. He still tries to go on with the matchup, and I'm just like, look, we're not going to talk. Undertaker dropped him on his head, which made that shit worse.
Dropped him bad too. That was a bad drop. You know what's funny? Watch that match, but don't look at the tombstone. Look at the crowd. That's what I want everybody to look at. Pop. This not. Hey. Oh, you says. Oh, that was wrong. Everyone knows it too.
And he drops him on his head, but yet everybody gets on Goldberg for giving Undertaker a brain bust instead of a jackhammer. I'm like, did y'all not see him drop Goldberg on his head? And y'all talk about so much of a veteran, you should have probably called it then in the ring. But you didn't. And then they talk about the choke slam. I looked at it. I finally saw it, Quattro. It's still not as bad as Hogan. It's not as bad as Hogan. I'm sorry.
Really?
It's not as bad as Hogan.
Because that was a really bad choke slam. Let's be real. The one he gave Hogan. The one from Super Show or whatever it was called.
Yeah, Goldberg at least got up. He did. Undertaker didn't lift him that high. Hogan never got a foot off the ground. Okay, and that was just bad. And I was just like, and you can hear them counting to when to do the choke slam. I'm just like, this is terrible.
Yes.
See, my question here is, at that point with the concussion, when we all saw that in the bad tombstone, and we all saw how everything was just going south on both sides, fantasy booking, how could you have changed it on the fly at that moment?
You don't, but see, that's why Undertaker wants to work with younger guys because they can make him still look good. But here's the reality: you don't. I am done seeing. You know what? I was really done with the Undertaker when he dropped Shawn Michaels at Crown Jewel. When Shawn Michaels did that moonsault, and him and Kane, you got 100 years of life and over 1,000 years of wrestling experience right there, and he does a moonsault. And he falls right on his face, busts his nose open. Y'all didn't catch him?
Exactly.
Terrible. That right there was like, Undertaker, leave my TV. That's what I said. So then when this whole Goldberg thing came up and the whole Matt Riddle thing came up, I'm just like, look, I like Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle's a great competitor. And once again, but I am a fan of Goldberg. And I'm just like, look, Goldberg moved the needle in this business. Goldberg deserves. I mean, I can make an argument, but Goldberg deserves his Hall of Fame induction, and I just don't like how people get on Goldberg all the time, but they never got on the shit Undertaker has done, and how he continues to fuck up for the past. When he put them gloves and that hat and that jacket at WrestleMania 33, bye. Everything since then has been worse.
I take it further back. Bye when Brock leave you. That was the curtain call, and we all knew it.
30, yes.
We all knew it. But then he came back every year, multiple times for the next couple years, and we always keep saying Taker getting worse. We do, and you want to hear the truth of it all? You know Taker coming back. It ain't over. It's not done. But why isn't it done? Why? Stop. I can see where you would be at in the head too. We can't have Taker go out on that note, because now you can't. You gotta bring him back for something else. But you really shouldn't.
Like, honestly, like after WrestleMania 30, I was saying to myself, I'm like, yeah, it's over. Like, seriously, you could tell from when he had a concussion how loopy he was looking. You could tell, like, you felt like it was legit over.
The match was just bad in general.
And it's wild because we all know we don't want that to be our last memory of Taker in the ring. Crap, we don't want that to be our last memory of Goldberg in the ring. But what do you do now?
Goldberg had a great memory to go out on. Him and Brock Lesnar had a damn great match at WrestleMania 33.
Agreed.
You're right. You're right. But now this is our memory of Goldberg now. This is the final memory of Goldberg. You can't leave it like this. We all know that. But what do you do?